Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are safe. So today I am going to continue with the same lesson, that is political science, our constitution lesson. So in the last class I started explaining the silent features of our constitution. So today also I am going to continue with the silent features of our constitution. These are the points that today I am going to explain here. The first point is the directive principles of the state policy. The directive principles of the state policy have been incorporated in the fourth schedule of our constitution. You know what I mean by incorporate? Incorporate is nothing but added. And these are the principles. Adopted from the Irish Constitution. Means they have studied the Irish Constitution and they have taken some of the points from the Irish Constitution and incorporated in our Constitution. Incorporated is what? Added. And they are the basis for the establishment of social and economic equality. So this is the first point, that is the directive principles of state policy have been incorporated in the fourth schedule of our constitution. These are the principles have been adopted from the Irish Constitution. They are the basis for the establishment of social and economic equality. That is first point. And the second one is independent and centralized judiciary system. Here, the courts have the authority to make bold judgment in order to protect the rights of the people. Here, either the legislature nor the executive has a right to interfere with the working of the judiciary. And here the Supreme Court is the highest court. Once again, I am going to tell you the independent and centralized judiciary system. That is, the courts have the authority to make a bold judgment in order to protect the rights of the people. Here, either the legislature nor the executive has right to interfere with the working of judiciary. The Supreme Court is the highest court. That is second one. Next, that is a single citizenship. Here, our constitution make provision for the single citizenship. All citizens have the same right with irrespective of the birthplace or residence. That means wherever they are born, they are having the same right. Once again, I am going to tell you single citizenship, that our constitution make provision for the single citizenship. All citizens have the same right irrespective of the birthplace or residence. That is the fourth one. The next one, that is a bicameral legislature. Here the centralized legislature is called the parliament. And the parliament consists of two houses. That is the Lok Sabha. Is called lower house is called as a Lok Sabha. The upper house is called as a Rajya Sabha. So wherever there is two houses are there in the parliament, that is called as a bicameral legislature. Legislature means what? A group of people where they do the rules and regulations. And next one, that is a party system. There is a multiple party system in India. Do you know how many parties are there in India? Number of parties are there. For example, like BJP, Congress, Samajwadi Party and the Aam Janata Party and etc. And the party system are there, but the whoever wins the elections, the majority wins the election in the general election will become the ruling party. Whichever party wins with the majority of votes, that is, whichever party wins with the majority of votes in the general elections becomes the ruling party. So what about the rest other parties and all? They will be the opposition party. So once again I am going to explain you all children. The first point is directive principles of state policy have been incorporated, added in the fourth schedule of our constitution, and they are adopted from these are the principles adopted from from the Irish Constitution, and they are basis for the establishment of social and economic equality. And the second one, that is in the independent and centralized judiciary system. The courts have the authority to give or to make bold judgment in order to protect the rights of the people. Here, either the legislature nor the executive have right to interfere with the working of judiciary. Here, the Supreme Court is the highest court. Next one, single citizenship. Our constitution makes provision for the single citizenship. All citizens have the same right irrespective of the place of birth or residency. And the next one, that is an adult franchise. All citizens above 18 years of age may exercise. May exercise means they will get the right to vote, and the sovereign power, absolute power lies in the people. So we are the people, the one who above 18 years of age, they will get the right to vote, and they are the one who the absolute power lies in the hands of the people to elect their own representative. And the next one, that is a bicameral legislature. Here, the centralized legislature is called the parliament, and the parliament consists of two houses. That is, the lower house is called as Lok Sabha, the upper house is called as Rajya Sabha. And the next one, party system. There is multiple party system in India. I already said you number of parties. Like we are seeing, for example, in India only we are seeing the BJP, Congress Party, Samajwadi Party, and the Aam Janata Party. So etc. etc. And the whichever party wins with the majority of votes in the general elections becomes the ruling party for the 5 years, and the rest of will become the opposition party. So here I ends the silent features of our constitution. So today I ended this one. So tomorrow again I am going to continue with the other points like fundamental rights and the duties. Tomorrow I am going to explain. So students, I hope so that whatever I am saying you are understanding my explanation and all. If you have any problem regarding my explanation, whenever you are come for the notes correction, you can clarify with me. I will clear your doubts. Thank you students.